Hey everybody, it's Taylor. Today I am working on my card project for Craft Roulette episode number 199. The project is a card with a bookmark, bakery colors. The element is a large animal or animals, and add horizontal lines as the random. So I had some ideas, and then I went through the most recent Simon Says Stamp card kit, and they have this simple stories, bits and pieces, what is it? Simple vintage love story. And so that's what all of this is here, and I knew I had seen when I heard the bookmark part that I had seen a book or a few books. There's a few different things in this kit with books, but this one works perfectly because it's got a bookmark. Actually two, it looks like, maybe. And so I had this card base already from a Cricut pack, which I think came from the same pack as the card I did for last week or the week before. I don't know. Time goes too fast. And then, so my thinking, well, this was from, I'm getting ahead of myself. This was from the Simon Says Stamp panel front pack, and I wanted to show a good amount of this color because I think it goes really well with this. So I just found this. This was more of like a cream color than a white, like the one I usually use looks like that. And I didn't like how that looked along with that. I just thought it was too bright. It almost looks kind of bluish gray compared to this. And I thought this was a nice, like, vintage look. So I thought I would use that. And then, man, you would think I'm sponsored by them, but I'm not. I have more Simon Says Stamp stuff that I thought about using. I buy a lot of stuff from there. That's all there is to it. These were some thoughts I had. But I didn't care for those. This came in the, what's it called? Advent calendar. And it's just a little mug. And I guess that's supposed to go on the mug. But I'm not going to use that. That actually looks like a face. But I wanted to do a coffee mug on a stencil, and then maybe add some, like, marshmallows and a cinnamon stick, but I definitely know I want to use the, I guess, steam. So I want to do those, and then at first I was kind of thinking of cutting this down because it's just a lot going on, and it takes up a big amount of the card, but where I'm at right now, I'm kind of thinking this up here, and then I'm gonna just stencil this onto paper and cut it out, and putting it like around here somewhere, maybe up a little bit higher, because it's not a big deal if it blocks some of the book. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if it blocked that, because I don't know, that would have worked for last week's parameter. It doesn't really matter for this week. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking the coffee mug about here, so maybe I'll flip it the other way just so that the handle doesn't go off the page. Yeah, I might do that. And then I can do a sentiment somewhere along here, but I'm thinking, and I'm still not sure what animal I want to use yet, but I want to do an animal on the mug because, you know, a lot of people have just like a picture or something on their mug. And I had originally grabbed this because there are mugs in the set. So it's either this or the mug from in here. But the thing is, where did it go? I have not cut all these apart yet because I don't have a magnet sheet to put them on. I don't want to lose them. I ran out. But this just seemed, for one, small to put an animal on. And two, like, I don't think most people read books that are that big compared to their coffee cup. So I was like, maybe I don't want to use that one. So that was when I was like, wait, I have that stencil set. Yeah, originally I was kind of thinking I was going to cut this down to like maybe where the one envelope is and like around a little bit of the book. And then I was looking at this and I'm like, well, it's kind of blah if I do that because that's pretty close to this color. And then I kind of also thought about just doing a regular card base and then cutting this down. But I decided, no, let's just use this the way it is. Let's do something different for once, not just do a white base. Let's go out of my comfort zone a little bit and try something new. Use up some stuff. We want that approximately there. Oh, and also, I went through literally every piece of scrapbook paper I have, looking for something that would work with this color and had a way to bring in the horizontal lines. And I'm like, I'm stupid. There's horizontal lines in the book with the writing. So that's my horizontal lines. So everything's pretty much figured out. I just have to organize it. And that's my biggest thing that I have a hard time with, is figuring out my placement. So I guess what I'm gonna do... Also, if you see my head in here, I'm sorry. I'm actually sitting instead of standing for once because, I don't know, my back and my feet have been hurting with the way the weather keeps changing from like cold to warmer to cold to warmer. So I'm sitting for once. All right. Well, that's interesting. That's like exactly the size of the square. Okay. I love this thing. It's great. And yeah, I never even thought about it, but you could literally just get... These are from the Dollar Tree. You could literally just get these and use it as a stamp, as a stencil holder like this. I mean, it's a little bit... Well, it's kind of significantly smaller because it's only sticky where the grid is. But, I mean, hey, for $1.25, I don't remember what I paid for this. I do like it a lot, though. Alright, so I don't want to get super close to the edge, but I would also like to have some of it stick. And then we'll grab, starting to get used to where things are. I had the strangest thing happen today. Sorry, I'm trying to think where I want to take... I don't know why I bothered with that whole thing, because you know what? Well, do I want to trace it or do I want to blend it? Decisions. I'm trying to think, what color would I even make it? I think I'm just going to trace it for now, because, yeah, I want to do it in pencil first, just because I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with it. So I will just unstick this and go here, just so it's not moving too much on me. And for lack of anywhere else to put this, we'll just stick that there. Alright. So anyway, the strangest thing happened to me today. So I had opened up, actually I think I want a mechanical so it's not such a wide thing. Alright, so I had opened up an Etsy shop a while back, right? And, oops, I was trying to sell some of the things I had made. And you have to pay for every listing. And it's not a lot, but when you don't sell anything and you keep relisting, it starts to add up, right? So I closed my shop. Also, I didn't really understand it all that well. I shouldn't have taped this so much because I have to pull it all off to put the handle on it, because I don't want that space. So, oh, is that why they didn't do it? Because you could use it like a bowl too. That's a neat idea. I'm sorry, I'm sometimes I swear I have ADHD. My mind just jumps all over the place. So anyway, so I had closed the shop, and you would think, okay, I closed it. It should take my listings down. And I had never relisted. I never paid to relist again. And I got an email this afternoon that I sold an item. And I'm like, what? How? Like, my store is closed. It's been closed for a long time. Where does this line up? Here, I think. So I'm like, well, whatever. If I'll see what they bought, and I'll just have to go and get it out of the attic. Of the, like, 11 items that are still supposedly up in my shop till June. Mind you, I haven't paid for a listing for over a year, which I'm pretty sure they renew every 6 months for like 20 cents or 10 or 20 cents, I think, unless they've changed it. And I'm just like, how? It's been closed? Like, I don't understand any of this. So I looked at what she purchased. Isn't it the one of all of the listings? I think it might have been like 10 or 11 things listed on there. There was only one other one I didn't have. But of the two I didn't have, of course, she picked one of them. And now I feel terrible because I'm like, well, what now? I don't have it. I can't give it to her. So, how does that work? Wait, is that supposed to be the other? Oh, okay. So I send her an email and I'm like, hey, I'm really sorry. I explained all this to her. I said, I'll give you 2 listings. I told her that I didn't have that one. I deleted the other one I don't have. And I said, take a look at my other listings and you can have 2 of them for the price of 1. And, I'm not really sure how I want this. Let me see how that looks. Okay, so we'll do that. And then maybe like that for the drink. I'm not a coffee drinker, so for me this is hot chocolate. I'm actually really glad I did this in pencil because I can color it after the fact. Alright, so anyways, so I emailed her that. I haven't heard back. So I said, you can pick 2 listings, or if you don't want that, I will just give you a refund. So I'm hoping she sees it and responds to me, but it's only Saturday, so she's got till at least Monday before I would want to ship whatever she wants to get, or just give a refund. But yeah, I was very, very surprised. I was like, wait, what? How? Alright, so I had a thought after I was thinking about this color. I was like, I have scrapbook. Do I have the Cricut app on this thing? I don't have like anything on this thing. Alright, we're gonna download it then. Craft Space? No. What is that though? I might check that out. So anyway, I thought about this. I was like, I have paper this color. And I was like, that's kind of that color, right? So I went back through and looked for this specific paper, and I was like, this. Let's cut a coffee cup out of this, because I feel like that goes better than this, as much as I like this. Alright, so I picked that image, if you can see that. I'm gonna take a measurement and see. I just want to see how wide it is. About 2.5 by 2.5. Okay. So let's just we'll just make it 2.5 wide and not worry about the height. So make it. Why am I on an Explorer? I don't even have one. Alright, I'm on Joy. Thanks. Projects. Check my measurements. Oh, well, whatever. It's the same thing. Yep. Alright, make it on a mat. Oh, that's really hard to see. Can I actually, like, no. Alright. I guess we'll just cut it by 3 by 3 and approximately where I want. Oh boy. That's good. Oh. I wonder if I should be using that. I'm gonna pull out a new one, because that, I don't want that to happen to my paper. I'm not gonna throw it out. I'll test it with something else I don't care about. Fortunately, I bought a bunch of these when I bought them. Hopefully they're not all like that, but we'll see. I don't know what that was about. That's never happened with any of them before. Huh. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Alright, before I stick anything on this, I guess I'm just gonna freehand it. Just go a little. I have another sheet of this, so I'm not too worried about using a little excess. But I'd kind of like to have a little bit of the color change in there. Yeah, I think let's do from there. Okay. It is right here. Yes. Bzz, to you too. This is gonna be, it's not cardstock. Paper. I guess we could say foil. Foil's delicate, and this is gonna be delicate, so let's try that. I'm glad it straightens itself out, because I never get it in there straight. Okay, let's try it. That's it? Alright. Let me just be sure it cut through. Sure did. Okay, that worked. That worked pretty well, actually. Alright. Flip her over. Oh. Well, that's okay. I can put a brown piece of cardstock behind it. Oh, I like how that turned out. That's pretty cool, actually. I'm not gonna save that. Alright, we're also not gonna bother with that or that, because it just gets caught on stuff, and it's not big enough to do anything with. I could probably do a strip. Alright, that's gonna go with my scrapbook scraps, but I'll just put it to the side for now. You're done. Look at that! That's cool. And I believe I got this from Joann's. But I thought it was cool when I saw it. And like, I like how it's like different colors. It's my shades of colors. My placement actually worked out pretty well for that. Alright, let's see this. I don't know what this thing's doing. Hello? Whatever. Excuse me. And then I'll just that's a little bigger than I needed, but that's alright. What is happening? Alright, let's cut just a little bit off this end, like so. That'll be good, and then we'll just go oh. Just go a little at a time. I'm afraid I'm gonna end up cutting up too much. Let's see how that goes. It's gonna be hidden, so it doesn't really matter what it's shaped like if you're not gonna see it. That should work. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take tape runner. Put this back on. I'm actually gonna do this on the countertop just because it'll be easier to get off. Ugh. Gooey. But it's on there. Alright. Okay. There's our coffee. See, that looks better. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna need my adhesive eraser to get that off. What a mess. Okay, I got that off. So, how many of you were yelling at me not to have done that? Because I definitely should not have. Next time I will do it on paper or something that doesn't matter. Anyway, oh my god, I love that. Yes, we want that, and then I just have to decide on an animal. I don't know what I want. Alright, so my parents came home. They came up here and we were talking. And then I thought about this, and that is a large animal, so I'm going to stamp him on here. Because I would rather it was just a black silhouette, so it doesn't take too much away from the pattern. Something like that. My usual. Oh, that didn't take very well. Okay, let's try that. Nice. One more. I think that's good for me. Alright. And then I want to use the Cozy Wishes. Just because I feel like that goes along with reading and coffee. I wasn't thinking about that. I didn't need it on 2 pieces. Alright. Being very careful here. Wasn't even thinking. I'm gonna try to save these. Okay, I just want to be sure so they'll line up in the same spot. Oh, I was just gonna put it away with the card in it. Oops, that's not what I wanted. You know what this say? Let's see. I've said it many times and I'll say it many times more. I am not left-handed. There it is. Oh, this is one I really should have put my little craft tape thing on earlier. I should just start putting it on my card bases. I didn't even think about putting it on last week. I don't think I even did still. I always try to make sure, at least when I give them out, that I have it on there. That turned out pretty cute, actually, I think. Okay, someone's racing outside. We don't live on a busy street. I don't know why people think they need to race. That works. It's never gonna be perfect on this because it's got that texture. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's got that weird texture to it, so it will always be like that, not totally smooth like on here, but that's okay. Alright, let's recap and clean up a little bit of my mess. So, we've got a card with a bookmark. My book has bookmarks. Bakery colors are frosting colors. My element is my deer, which is a large animal. And the random is the horizontal lines of the writing in the book. That is my final card project for episode 199. I hope I was able to provide you with some inspiration today. Please leave a like or comment if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe and check out my channel for more of the crafts I've made, and I'll see you in the next one.